welcome.
Yeah, welcome to Afternoon Vibes once again.
Yeah.
Happy Easter. Same to you. Yeah, so my name is Akinwale Deborah, and as usual, my partner here is
Shayo John Adebayo,
SJA. Yeah, welcome to Afternoon
Welcome.
Vibes. Yeah, so we are here to give you another topic.
Yeah.
I think you've been enjoying what we've been giving you back to back. So we're here again to give you a topic, and the topic is mentorship. So we are going to come back. We'll not give you the full gist now. Wait for us, we're coming back.
Welcome back, beautiful people. So today we're talking about mentorship. This is a very, very important topic, most especially for the youths, because the generation we are in now, many of the youth we have today don't want to subscribe to mentorship.
Please, in case you just hissed now, I have seen Zoom mentorship don't talk about wait and listen to what you have to say.
Exactly, yeah.
Right.
Because we've always heard it that life is a journey. Someone has also said that life is in phases, men are in sizes.
Yeah, right.
So we are all in different phases of life. And the truth is, the phase you are in, the phase I'm in now, the phase she's in, there are many people, thousands and millions of people that have been through that, phases. So while we all walk through life, as a journey, there are people that have gone ahead of us. So it's wise, for us to learn from people ahead of us. You cannot know everything. So, but it's so, how will I put it? It's appalling. What's the word now?
Appalling.
That many youths today don't want to subscribe to mentorship. We just believe, of course, I can read by myself, I can read books, I can get the knowledge by myself, I can do this. But there are still some things that you would not get from any book, you will not get it from any video, you will not get it from anywhere but from a mentor. And I can tell you that experientially. So that's what we're talking about this today. Mentorship, this is very, very important. If you are going to amount to anything, if you're going to achieve, anything worthwhile, if you're going to fulfill your purpose in life, if you're going to fulfill destiny, if you're going to achieve those great dreams that you have on your inside, you need mentorship. But before we go fully into mentorship, we need to talk about there are some other terms that are close in meaning to mentorship.
That we misuse or mismanage.
Exactly. Misconceptions.
Yes.
So we have mentorship, we have coaching, we have role model. Sometimes what many of us do is what we do, we say, okay, I can listen to this person, get the person's materials, read the person's books, watch the person's video, and you just believe, yeah, this is my mentor. No, that's not mentorship.
Right.
We'll get there. So let's talk about mentorship and coaching. But first, let's define mentorship. Mentorship is, guidance provided by a mentor, especially an experienced person in a company or educational institution. And that's Webster's dictionary definition rather. So who is a mentor? Now, a mentor is someone who shares their knowledge, skills, and or experience to help another develop and grow. So we're looking at mentorship and coaching first. So that's a mentor. So who is a mentor? Okay, I just said it now. A mentor is someone who shares their knowledge, skills, and or experience to help another develop and grow. While a coach is someone who provides guidance to a client on their goals and helps them reach their full potential. So mentorship and coaching. Okay, let me read what I have here again. Coaching is more performance-driven, designed to improve the professionals' on-the-job performance, while mentoring is more development-driven, looking not just at the professional's current job function, but beyond, taking a more holistic approach to career development. So now from the definition we just read now, mentorship, coaching, coaching is more professional driven, it's more performance driven, just like we have a football coach. You understand? We have a voice coach, as a singer now. Like someone put it, that mentorship is more softer in approach. You understand? But coach, it's more professional, it's more, the coach is always firm.
More formal.
You understand? So of course, in a football setting now, you will not see your football coach telling you, okay, well, try this. So do this. This is what I want you to do. 10 push-ups. You understand? So a coach, like she put it, it's more formal, it's more performance driven, it's more concerned about you, developing the skills for a particular job. Particular job. But mentorship is beyond that. It goes beyond that. A mentor is more concerned about your overall development.
Yeah.
The mentor wants to see, he knows the level you are in. He wants to see you grow from that level to another, level. He wants to see you attain great heights in that field by sharing his experience, by, giving you every knowledge you need. So, mentorship
from mentorship and role model.
Role model.
A role model is an individual whose example, such as their behaviors or successes, are looked up to and imitated by others. Role models, generally speaking, do not have to be people you know, nor do they have to know you. They can be looked upon, admired, and emulated from afar. Mentors, on the other hand, are like personal role models. More formally, we can state that mentors are trusted individuals with more experience and wisdom than another person who helps guide that person with respect to a particular concern or desire. There is a personal two-way relationship here. Mentors want to see you succeed, while role models may not even know who you are.
So just like I said, what we do many a time is role model. You understand? Like for instance, personally, when it comes to this area, I have this person that I listen to most of. When it comes to ministry, when it comes to, I know it's Apostle Joshua Sermon. You understand? I listen to him, watch his videos, and in fact, there's virtually no day that I will not listen to him at least once, in a day. So I won't say he's my mentor, he's a role model, he's my role model. You understand? Because he might not even know me. But mentor.
He does not even know you.
But one day we'll still know.
Well, honest.
But yeah, but a mentor is someone you have a closer relationship to, someone who knows everything about you, someone who cares about you, someone who you can open up to, someone you have access to. Someone you have. So because many of us, in fact, I'm very sure many people watching now would just actually come to terms with the fact that, mentorship is actually different from having a role model. Exactly. Yeah. So now we're talking about mentorship today. And why are we talking about this? We're talking about it because, while we go through life and, we have so many dreams, we have so many things we want to achieve, there are different ways, to which things can be achieved. Now, but when you have a mentor, out of the 2-3 ideas you have, like, okay, I want to go, okay, this thing I want to achieve, I can do it this way, I can go this way, I can do it this way. Now, a mentor sees ahead of you. He sees far. He has been through that level. He's far ahead of you. He can see what you are not seeing. So, and you, of course, you do yourself good to open up to the mentor, because sometimes we would not really open up totally. Yeah. We just say, sir, this is what I want to do, but you know what you really want to do. So, the mentor you choose should be someone you can actually open up to. So you'll be surprised when you tell him your plans and, okay, this is what I want to do. When he begins to open your eyes to certain areas and he's now saying, okay, do it this way, do it that way. And then you'll be better guided. And there is no great person. In fact, show me one great person. You can send it in the comment section, or, you can send it to us via WhatsApp. The number will be displayed on the screen. So if there's anybody who has become great, who has ever become great in history that did not have at least that does not have, or that did not go through mentorship, I'm not sure we'll find one. I'm not sure we'll find one.
Let us know if you have one.
I'm not sure we'll find one. Look at our fathers in the faith. Bishop David Oyedepo, he would always talk about my mentor, so person. You understand? The person who mentored him when it comes to financial prosperity, he told the world, this is the person, and he later went on to meet these people one-on-one, they met him. So, and look at, he's one of the global celebrities we celebrate today, and that's just in ministry. So in different fields. So I don't know how great your dream is. I don't know how big, that vision or aspiration is. You need mentorship. You need to find someone, because the truth is, there are sometimes no matter how well read you are, no matter how intelligent, there's still some level you get to in life that you just need someone. You just need counsel. And, even the Bible says that in a multitude of counsels, there is safety. So if you have not been considering this, you just want to be Alpha and Omega of your life, what happens is that you will still, do well, but your journey might be longer than necessary.
Exactly.
Your journey might be
Exactly.
longer than necessary.
Another thing, it's not wrong to have a coach, it's not wrong to have a role model, but it's because we are focusing on mentorship now.
Yes.
Now, what are we talking about in mentorship? Mentorship is more is in quotes, or rather in short, says don't do life alone. Because if you are doing life alone, it's going to be longer and more tiring. But if you have someone to cheer you on, if you have someone to let you know that I've gone this way before, it's better not to go this way than the other way. You might make mistake in the other way, but it will be better than having, okay, imagine you have five options and you want to do the first one, you fail, the second one you fail, and your mentor lets you know that, okay, I've done these first three, you can try this other two, these other three, I failed in them, so I don't think it will work. Work with this too. You have a better option not to fail than having all the five options. So it's more like don't do life alone. Doing life alone gives you an opportunity to fail. I'll call it opportunity. It's good to learn from failures. It does not have to be your failure. When you learn from other people's failures, either from their books as their role, as being your role models, either from whatever they say or whatever they do that you've seen, it helps you to narrow down your path. It helps you to narrow down the things that, so that even your opportunity cost will not be a lot of loss on you. People that have lost it in the past have gotten that experiences enough for you not to lose that thing. If you lose it again, it's foolishness, because it's something that you'd have. That's why it is told that if you want to go to a profession or something, learn a lot about it. Learn from people that have done things about it. It
True.
makes you to have a wider range of what to do in life than just going there without having a plan on what to do.
Yeah, this is from Bob Proctor.
Okay.
He said, a mentor is someone who sees more talent and ability within you than you see in yourself and helps bring it out of you. A mentor is someone who sees more talent and ability within you than you see in yourself and helps bring it out of you. So that's just correlated what we've been talking about. A mentor sees the potential in you. A mentor sees what you have not even become. He can see the future of you right here. He believes in you. So because I don't know how well, because I understand that the youths of this generation, many, in fact, a larger percentage does not believe in
Mentorship.
mentorship. You understand? And but the truth is, the few who do and subscribe to it are reaping and enjoying the dividends. But we are just here to encourage you today that this is something you need to consider. And don't tell me there's nobody around, there's no mentor, there's no, 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 no. If you are, there's a way our mind works. When you program your mind that this thing won't work or I can't find this, you won't find it. And when you change that picture again, that I can get this, there's a way your mind attracts, that reality. So of course you attend the church, of course there are people
You
around.
go
There are
to
people
work.
around. There's a way God, connects us with people who are like guidance, or who are people that are instrumental for us to get to the next level in life. And it depends. You might not really. How will I put it now? It depends. You might not really. After you, of course, you need to pray. Don't just submit yourself and destiny to just anybody. But you can just give it a trial. Give it a trial. Just open up to somebody you feel you can trust his judgment, and let the person, okay, in this area I'm planning to do this, I'm planning to do that. Hear what the person says, and you'll be surprised that he will say some things that you thought you knew that you did not know. Personal, and this cuts across all aspects of our lives. I shared an experience last week on the show in the area of marital. You understand how God saved me then from
Okay.
you remember now, from I would have taken a wrong step. Actually, it was a serious one. But in fact, I had already concluded what I was going to do, and it was God. In fact, because I had already submitted to that person. So, and that's the spiritual dimension.
Okay.
Now, that's the spiritual dimension. I had already concluded this is what I'm doing, this is the way I'm going, and I didn't carry anybody along. This is what I want to do. And then God just ministered to him where he is, and we are not even in the same state. We are quite different. And by himself, he just chatted like what's happening in this area and all of that. And I was surprised that why today, why now? Then I knew that God was on something. I had to just open up. Okay, this is what happened. This is what happened. And then we were talking on WhatsApp, but it wasn't flowing. He now called. So we spoke for several minutes. Now, when after the call, it was like there was a scale on my. Now, this is my own personal experience, and of course, of course, let me just share because I believe it might just bless someone out there. Now, after the phone conversation with him, my mentor, it was like there was a scale on my eyes that fell off. Like things that I was not taking cognizance of or that I was not paying attention to, my eyes was just open to it. Like, so I was not wondering what was wrong with me before. Like literally. Well, and if not for that intervention, I might just have went on with that decision. So what was I thinking? So mentorship is very, very important. Okay, look at what happened. And there's a spiritual dimension to this, which I just shared now. There was a day, we all know that Papa Edepo, his father in the Lord is Pastor A. Adeboye. If you don't know, I'm telling you. Now there was a day that Bishop Oyedepo wanted to embark on a journey. He, his wife, and the president, the assistant, the vice president of the ministry, Bishop Abioye, and they were going by the private jet. So God now ministered, revealed to his father in the Lord, who we can call mentor in this. Of course, it's the same. Yeah. Yes, in ministry now we say Father in the Lord, exactly. So God revealed to Daddy E. Adeboye what was going to happen, what the enemy had planned. Now, that morning, very early, Daddy went to Bishop Oyedepo's house at Kenaland, and then he just entered. He started praying in the old house, praying everywhere, pray for them, pray for my son. You are not going to die, nothing would happen. And then after that, Daddy came back to camp, and Bishop Oyedepo, they embarked on a journey. I don't know if you heard that story. The jet came down from the sky, like came down.
Oh wow.
In a bush or deserted place or something. It came down, speaking to and nothing happened. It was the same jet that took them again. As in serious. It came down. So just look at that. Now we'll be surprised that Bishop Oyedepo was highly anointed as it. That's the way God has, done it. Nobody is alpha, omega. Nobody is, there's a way God has done it that we, depend on one another. If okay, that one now will have made even Bishop and everybody say, wow, oh Bishop, so we'll make everybody fear. Wow, nobody is almighty. Nobody is, what will I put it now? Nobody is,
Don't let me use the word.
So that's just, of course, in ministry. So in different areas, in your field, in whatever vocation, whatever thing, whatever area of field you have chosen, we need mentorship. It helps you to grow faster. It helps you to achieve things faster because you will not do trial and error. You will not make mistakes. You make fewer mistakes. That's the point. So when you subscribe to mentorship, you make fewer mistakes and you move faster in life. So we need to go on a musical break now. When we come back, we'll continue in our discussion. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the break.
Welcome back to Afternoon Vibes. Yeah, so we're talking about mentorship in case you're just joining us. And we've given the difference between mentorship, coaching, role model, and coaching.
Yeah.
So here we're talking about mentorship now. And I'd like to point the fact that you don't need to wait until there's a problem, there's an issue, or there's a project at hand before you get a role model. A role model, because before you get a mentor.
A mentor, yeah.
So if we say that a mentor is somebody that knows you, knows what you are going to become, knows the tendencies that you have and all, you can't wait until you have a project before you start to get a mentor, because the person might not even know what to actually focus on about you on that project or on that problem. In case you are somebody that easily gets angry, and then you had an issue with and he knows how you get angry, and maybe you had an issue with your wife, there's a way he's going to mentor you according to what he has known about you on that note. But if it was when you start to have an issue that you went to meet a mentor, the person will have to give you on a professional note. If the person is a professional counselor, he will have to just tell you, okay, this is what to do, this is what to do. But if he had known you beforehand, there's a way he will be able to mentor you through or guide you through on how to do certain things. So you don't have to wait for a project. You don't have to wait for an issue to occur before you have a mentor. It is very expedient. Like he said, if he had not had a mentor earlier, who was going to call him from the blues and just say, how is this? But the person had known him in conjunction with the relationship with God. So there's a way he would have sensed that in the spiritual realm to know that, okay, there's something that this guy is going through, or there's something that this guy is doing that I need to focus on. So you need a mentor like yesterday. You need a mentor like, you don't now that everything is fine, or now that it seems like everything is fine, get a mentor. That relationship is very expedient in mentorship. That's what makes the difference between coaching and role model. Role model, you don't know the person doesn't know you. Coach, the person knows you, but it's on a professional note. The person doesn't even know if you have a wife, if you have a husband, if you're a Christian or not. The person just is concerned about that profession. But a mentor is the one that has a relationship with you. You need that relationship with your mentor.
Yeah, I have some quotes here. J. Lauren Norris, he said, if you cannot see where you are going, ask someone who has been there before.
Before.
That's very profound. If you cannot see where you are going, ask someone who has been there before. We all need that. We all need that. In business, business coaches will always say, that you need a mentor. Nobody can do. There are different ways you can actually do business. But there are some people that have tried all those ways you are just trying to, experiment with. There are people who have tried those ways and they've known which one works and which one does not work. So it's wise and it's smart for you to just meet them and let them tell you what works and what does not work.
Yeah.
Of course, sometimes it might cost you because we understand that some people actually, give out offer to mentor people at a cost. You understand?
yeah.
And it's deliberate because if you don't pay for it, you might not value
You
it.
might take it for granted.
But when you pay for it, just one line that they say, even if that's that same line you have
write
read
it
it,
down.
you have read it in books, you have read it over because you paid for it. That one line will be like gold.
Yeah,
You
true.
take it seriously. You understand? So whatever it was, somebody, Stephen Akitayo,
Yeah.
that was saying that he paid. I've forgotten. He paid certain thousands of dollars just to be mentored by a real estate mogul. Now he himself is done in real estate business, like he's done. When I say done, like what else is this person?
He's a billionaire. In
Yeah,
case you need to know.
you understand. So what else is he? But he said recently, he said he paid thousands of dollars just to be mentored by a particular person, just to know more. I was what does
to
it?
know how expedient it is
Yes,
to have one.
exactly. Now this person we're talking about is already successful. In fact, he's someone most people
He
look up.
coaches people on financial notes.
Yes, and he's a young person like us, but he still subscribes to that. This is from Sean Itchok.
Okay.
A mentor empowers a person to see a possible future and believe it can be obtained. This is from Ralph Waldo Emerson. Our chief want in life is somebody who will make us do what we can. Yeah, this is very important. Our chief want in life is somebody who will make us do what we can, because an average person is naturally lazy. This body is don't like stress. It's just lazy. Even you are looking at things you're supposed to do, you're supposed to make some moves, you're supposed to take some steps, but you just don't, you just see that you don't have the drive. You don't just have the drive. It happens to, I don't know if it happens to almost everybody. In fact, it happens to everybody. That this is what I'm supposed to do. Okay, this is my goal. This is what I want to achieve, and these are the steps, or these are things I'm supposed to do to attain this or to achieve this. But you just find yourself not really taking the steps. Of course, you are taking some steps, but you are not moving at the pace you are supposed to be moving. So that's where a mentor can come in. A mentor can tell you, what are you doing? Okay, this, that. A mentor can put you in check. You understand? A mentor can put you, and the person should be someone that can talk to you. When I say talk to you, I mean someone that can
Talk sense into
talk
your head.
exactly. That's what I meant. You understand? This is very important. And it could be anybody. It could be anybody. Don't wait till, like Debbie said, don't wait till there's a problem or there's a challenge or you're in a state of confusion before you have a mentor. Because, like she said, the person has not known you before, so he'll just counsel you based on what he knows, at the professional level. But if the person has known you before then, he knows your weakness, he knows your strength, he knows how you respond to things, he knows, so he will be able to better guide you. So you need to subscribe to mentorship. You need to prayerfully look at someone, and it might not just be one person in this area. You understand? And you can be lucky to have someone who can mentor you in all areas. And it's always good you look for someone who is going to where you are going, someone who is already where or in a position that looks like where you are going. That's the best person that you should actually submit to. It will really help you a lot. It will help you a great deal. You understand? As a lady, in relationship, you need a mentor. You need a mentor. There are so many things we need to know, most especially when it comes to relationship. You understand? You need people you need guidance. You need counsel. I think the Bible's, I can't count the number of times that we can find the issue of counsel in the book of Proverbs,
Especially Proverbs.
yeah, especially Proverbs. So it's just very important. The Bible says, "My people," okay, where there is no vision, the people perish. Now, the vision could be, we could interpret it in different ways. Vision, it could be where the people are blind, when you cannot see ahead, when you cannot see what is before you. And that is the state of someone who does not
Sorry,
have a
about
mentor.
seeing ahead.
Okay.
Isaac Newton says, "If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants."
Wow. If I've seen Father, it is by standing on the shoulders
of
of
giants.
giants. Wow, that's great. And that's where that brings me to humility. You understand? Because before a giant will allow you to stand on his shoulder, he knows definitely that when you stand on his shoulder, you will see farther than him. So it takes a price you must have paid, a price of humility, because you cannot say, okay, sir, I want you to mentor me, and then they can sense, some pride in you. So you need to really be humble, like be humble and humble. So when you're humble, there's a way you can gain access into the heart of the person, and is able to show you everything. He's able to show you. The truth is, now, there's somebody watching now, you are in a state, you have so many things you want to achieve, you have so many dreams, you have so many things, and it's looking like, okay, the year is already going half. This is April is almost ending. Now you have not even achieved 2% of it. Now sometimes you just need, and sometimes what you need from a mentor might not even be counsel per se. It might just be an encouragement. It might just be a word that will instill hope into you. It might just be something you will hear that will drive you again,
Yeah.
that will drive you, like, you can do this, you can do this. But if you just sit down yourself, you yourself alone, and me, myself, and I, you would just it's just like deliberately subscribing to a life of struggle and a life of frustration. So we only always need one. Like somebody said, lean on me. I don't know, but there's a line I want to remember.
I'll be your friend.
Yes.
I'll help you carry on, but
Yeah, that
it
sometimes.
won't be long.
Okay.
You're gonna need somebody to leave.
Actually, we are church people, so it's church song we used to sing those.
Oh my God.
So what I want to bring up from that line is that sometimes we need a shoulder to lean on, and that shoulder might not be your spouse. It might not be, you understand. Even if your spouse has a broad chest, So you might need. Sometimes we need a shoulder to lean on. We need somebody to just open up to, like, I don't understand. So it's important. I've enjoyed the dividends and blessings, like Bishop Wedebo will say, blessedness of mentorship, and not just in my relationship, even in other areas. And personally, when we were preparing for this topic, I was determining in my mind that I'm going to even maximize this gift called mentorship, because God has actually positioned people in my life personally that I believe I've not yet really maximized my relationship with them at a deeper level, because it helps me go faster, because they are up there. It's easy for them to pull me up than me trying to find ways up. You understand? There are so many options we have. So, and you don't know which one, will work better. So, but when you are able to connect with someone who is up there, easily they can pull you up to their level. So, it's up to you. It's up to you.
I'll say something about role model. Now, I like that we understand that a role model, like we know, is somebody from afar, somebody that we just like something about and want to learn that thing. Let's not make the mistake of, while learning that thing, we learn other things that we're not meant to learn about the person. Let's say this person is a footballer. You like the fact that he's diligent, you like the fact that he's consistent, you like the fact that, but don't let it get to a point where, okay, he has or rather, he has baby mamas with children, and you had to understudy him so well that you started to buy into his ideology about that. And before you know it, you see that there's nothing wrong with it now. And then you can even bring your point out of the Bible, because everything you're looking for, you see in the Bible. Even what you have fabricated in your head, you can fabricate it from the Bible. So it's better you focus on that which you like about the person. And that's why mentorship is far better than role model. Even though we will still have to have role models.
Yes.
It might be the diligence, it might be the fact that a person has gone high in your profession, and you're trying to see what has the person done, you're reading the person's books, you're doing this and that, but don't go further than that, so that we won't learn what we're not meant to learn about the person.
Thank you very much. Femi just sent the lyrics of Lean on Me. Yeah, lean on me when you're not strong.
I think the solo itself. Sometimes in our lives, we all have
Don't worry.
We all have sorrows, but if you are wise, you're gonna need somebody to lean
lean
on.
on.
Oh, what was the point you're making the other time?
Yeah, now that we need a shoulder to
We
lean
always need
on.
somebody to lean on.
Exactly.
Hey, that's the part
So now I saw something here. It said, it won't be long till I'm going to need somebody to lean
to
on.
lean
It now
on.
says, please swallow your pride. If
Yeah.
I have things you need to borrow, please swallow your pride. That's very, very important.
Thank you, Mr. Femi.
And when it comes to mentorship, we should also know that life is give and take. You understand? Don't just be after what you can get from your mentor. Now, this is very, very important. Don't be a pest. Don't be don't be too choky. Don't be a burden.
Don't take your mentor for granted.
Exactly. So, you to think of what you can give.
Yeah.
You understand? It could be monetarily, it could be materially, it could be anything.
Volunteering for something that person
Yes.
does.
Make sure you understand. You need to also
You're
sow.
useful.
You need to serve. Thank you for that word. You are useful. Not just it's every time you need it, sir.
Just your call.
I'm at it again. Oh. What happened? In fact, this one is a bigger one. Sir, do you have time now? All right. This is okay. Call me by 9 p.m. When you call him, sir, are you ready now to stay with me to 11 p.m.?
I think that's one word. Call when there's nothing safe. I just said that you say hello. How is your family? Sometimes send airtime. He's not asking for it. It's not like he needs it.
Yes.
But just let the person know that he's not just here to be parasitic. He's here also to give.
In fact, this morning, I just remember that the last time I spoke with my mentor, we spoke on with his airtime, and I remember I didn't send airtime. I said, "Wow!" This morning I said, "Man, I have to quickly do that." So it's just literally it might not need it. Of course, even yes, I'll send 500 airtime, but it might not really need it. But it's communicating something. It's communicating. So even if no matter how wealthy the person is, let the person even if it's biscuit, I'm just okay, don't buy biscuit, but let the person let the person know that at least you care and you know the right thing to do. Because if you're always collecting, taking, the Bible says it is more blessed to give than to receive. So that is also very important on your own part. And that will also make there's a way it endears your mentor's heart to you. Yeah. There's a way it makes him or her create time for you.
The person can pray more for you and have you in mind so that the person will have something to tell you.
True.
Even when you don't call, the person will call you and tell you what you need to do without telling you.
True.
I did not tell you.
Exactly. Yes. So I was now there's this other angle I want us to look at it from, Deborah. Now, mentors. Somebody was saying the other day that is like, wasn't it you that is like mentors are scarce, true mentors, real mentors, true mentors are scarce. Or which I think it was you. You were saying that I guess they were not having time. Or I think I was having a conversation with Femi, Mr. Femi, one of my colleagues at work. So he said many a time they are not creating time. That the people we have now who we can actually meet to be mentors, many of them don't have enough time for the younger generation. Right. Like they are so encumbered and busy with their own goals and dreams and aspirations. So they don't really have that time. So they are not really available. And you as a mentee or a prospective mentee, you want to be a mentee, you say that this person is obviously busy. You will not even want to, pro further or want to push further to beg him or ask him to create time for you.
I think we should also speak to the mentors too in a way that we should learn. You cannot want to have all this knowledge that you have and take it back to the grave. It does you no good. It's better you pass down, even in companies, if we can agree. We get to have some people assigned to some people so that you learn what the person knows. You learn the experience, you learn the skill, so that when the person leaves, it won't be detrimental to the company. Because of course they would have invested a lot in you, maybe taking you for trainings and all. You won't just go with all the things that have been invested in you. It's the same way. So even if you invested in yourself, it won't make any great good, if I would not want to use another word, that you just go with all the knowledge and go with it. It's good you have people that you are dispensing things to. It even shows your success, because there's a word that says that a man does not succeed until the successor has succeeded.
Yeah.
So if you don't even have a successor already, that's even one thing on its own. So it's good you have people that you're pouring into. The more you learn, the more you pour out. And funny how the more you pour out, the more you learn too. True. Because you see another angle from what you think you have seen while you discuss. And the person you even think is lesser than you might give you an idea that might even help you as a mentor in whatever you're doing. It might be an idea the person will have on a joking level, but that thing might be something that you've been looking for, maybe online in books, and the person just said it casually, not knowing that it's something important to you. So it is not something, not only for you to give, you are also receiving. Let's learn to bring people up, to help people up. It even helps our society generally. We think Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that. If these things happen, that people up there are ready to help people down are ready to help people down lower than them too, it helps the whole society, and it becomes a better place. So
Yes, that's good. And we have three types of mentoring. Basically, we have traditional one-on-one mentoring, we have distance mentoring, we have group mentoring. So that's for the mentors now. So you could actually adopt any of this. There's a ministry. They used to do something like they just assign a group of people to a particular person.
mentor.
They call the person discipler.
Oh
So
yeah.
yes, sir, my discipler said, and the person disciples them even from that state of singleness till they get married. They say, my discipler said,
Yeah.
I think so. That's a way you can
Now let's
actually go
explain
about
what
it.
all these things are now.
Okay.
Traditional one-on-one mentoring, a mentee and mentor are matched either through a program
On
or
their
on their
own.
own. So, okay, that's what the one we generally know about. He mentors me, I mentor somebody else, that kind of thing.
Yes.
But the distance mentoring, a mentoring relationship in which the two parties or group are in
Different
different locations. So
locations.
don't think that distance is a barrier. If the person is abroad and you're in another country, you can be a mentor or a mentee from a distance. Nothing is a barrier. Not even in this generation. Nothing is a barrier to what you're looking for. Group mentoring. A single mentor is matched with a cohort of mentees, like he's
Mentees.
explaining. So that's group mentoring.
So as a mentor, like she said, there's a lot that God has, embedded in us. There's a lot we have learned, through our experience from our study. So, and we need to pour this out to others. So we might not really have time to mentor people one by one, but you can just have a program. And thank God, you could achieve this virtually. You could have a program whereby people, just a group of maybe 8 to 10 people, they can have direct access to you.
Right.
They can ask you questions and then you create time. You can just create one day in the week for them. Okay, every Saturday by 3 p.m.
Even
between
if
3
it's
and
2 days in a
or
month,
two.
let's say you don't have time.
Yes. Okay, on this particular day, I'm going to be attending to emails from my mentees and I'll respond to each of them. So just let's find a way to, pour out, give out knowledge, let's be a light to others that are coming because, life can sometimes be complicated,
Yeah.
we just not know where to go. But there are so many people that have been through that level, and you can just easily learn. Like for instance, okay, look at the one I shared now. If I see someone else in my shoe now, because I knew what God used to bail me out, I can quickly tell, hello,
Exactly.
don't just
Don't make the same
don't make the
mistake,
same
one.
mistake. Like when I was in school, I was so, in fact, my being ambitious was over 100%, like over, I was super extraordinarily ambitious. I was taking risk. Let me share one of them. And so, of course, don't go and try it. It's
Don't try this at home.
exactly. There was a time when I was in school, maybe 2 or 3 on level, and it was during election period then. Now, and I have access to some of the politicians, so I now have some contacts with, so I decided to now do campaign jingles for some of them, and they make money, and so there was no money to go to the studio and all of that, and you know what I did? I took from my school fee. The deadline was still fast, so I believed at least I was going to achieve at least one or two of them will work out and make money. So I took part of my school fees, took it to the studio, went to record, and
Ah.
of course my parents were now oh God, and then of course we did the song, did everything very nice and all of that. We started the process, so did this, did that. Eventually, by the time I will meet the person, I did one for the governor of Ogun State. Then he was coming for second term. Then, so by the time I will eventually meet the person in charge of the media and publicity, it was the final week that campaign jingles will be allowed on radio. So it was
Wow.
already
Late.
late, kind of. So, and man,
You spent money.
I spent money, but
School
that
fees.
was it was now it was years after. Of course, I learned from that. No,
Yeah.
years after somebody wanted to make the same mistake. I shouted on
You
him.
don't want to.
I said, "You do what?" And I shared my own experience with. I said, "Then it looked like that was the right thing. It looked like
Exactly.
I was ambitious, but it was a stupid thing to do. School fee, not So sometimes some of the experiences we have can also help others. But when we don't talk, when we don't create a platform to actually let people know some of the mistakes we've made in the past. How will they learn? They also made the same mistake. It can even be more grievous.
Yeah.
I knew what I went through. Yeah, I eventually had to tell my mom. You understand? Because that was later. She was looking at me like this.
Don't worry.
But one thing is just that the saving grace I had was she has always known me as someone very ambitious. Like, so there's a part of her was, my, like you could actually go and then, but I beg for forgiveness because she actually gave me the money. So mentorship is, it's in two ways. Both we are talking to the mentors now and the mentees. So for those of us who have actually attained a level in life and you have never considered having some people to pour out some of the knowledge you've acquired, please, you need to consider that. You need to think of doing that. There's so many people that are in a state of confusion. There's so many people that don't even know their way up. So, and you can be a light to them. So let's create avenue.
Don't wait until you are up there before you can mentor anybody.
True.
You can mentor at the level that you are, or that you are at, whatever they call it. But don't wait until you've gone to that place and feel like, now I've gotten to my goal, so who wants to learn? No. While you grow, some people are behind you, coming up too. So you're meant to hold everybody along while somebody is holding you along too. It's meant to be a chain reaction that helps everyone to grow.
Yeah, and I believe mentorship is God's idea. From the Bible. We would see God's pattern. Look at Elisha and Elijah. You understand? Moses and Joshua. In Elisha and Elijah, now Elisha was going to be a very great prophet that even when he was dead, his dead body still brought back to life another person. You understand? So he was going to be a mighty prophet, but he was not going to achieve that or become that just by himself or just by knowing God alone. He had to submit to what? Elijah, because there was something he needed to receive. There was a mantle that needs to fall upon him for him to operate at that level God has destined him to operate.
Even the story of this, is it Paul, that after he encountered God and everything, that God had to tell him to, or I had to tell him to go and meet somebody, or somebody to go and meet him.
Yeah.
At that point, I feel like even God himself would have said, let me teach you by myself, because it was the one that encountered God, not as if somebody came to preach to him.
Yes.
So he'd have done all those. But God just takes mentorship so importantly. To the point that he knows, there's an understanding I have that God doesn't want us to be an island of ourselves. He can actually teach us by himself, but he wants us to know that we're a body of Christ. So we are meant to learn from one another and grow with one another. So he's going to put somebody in charge of you, or you in charge of somebody, for growth to circulate. So I think there was somebody too that was reading in the Bible, like maybe in the Old Testament or something, that the person was not understanding.
That Philip had to meet him. That, did you understand what you are reading? He said, how will I, except someone explains
Holy
to
Spirit
me?
would have come to explain, but he just needed. It has to be a chain reaction.
Yes.
A chain reaction. Right?
So I think you are getting the point now. So you're getting, even at that level you are, while you also need a mentor, you should also think of being a mentor to somebody else. If we can understand that way God wants things to run, I think we would achieve more things. The world will be a better place to live in, because people will have someone to open up to. There'll be fewer confusions.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just confused. Like, I've been through it. You just want to do so many things and you don't even know where to start from. You don't know.
Fewer depression.
Fewer depression. That's true. That's true, because you see what leads to depression sometimes, when you are, all by yourself alone and
doing life alone.
But when you have, at least somebody said, a problem shared is half solved. So let us be there for somebody. That we are looking for. When you are there for somebody, God will make people to be there for you too. You understand? So, and that's the way life runs. You understand? The Bible even says, "He that waters shall be watered." You understand? So, if perhaps you cannot find anybody around you as a mentor, okay, then you think of being a mentor to somebody else, and then you see how God would go and bring him or her from anywhere. You understand? Because you have actually sown the seed. You have sown the seed, and you are definitely going to reap it back. So that is, I think, like the debate will say, with these few points of mine,
I think you've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that you need a mentor.
Yes, you need a mentor, and you should also be a mentor to
somebody else. Yes.
Yes. So Deborah, who is your mentor now?
Well, you just like to put me on the spot on this place. Please, you don't need to know. I'm your mentor.
I'm available.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll think about it. You can write. You can fill a form.
I want to be your mentor.
It's you that wants to be, so you have to fill a form for me to decide.
Jesus,
but it's because you know that there's something you can learn from me. That's why you Right,
God.
it's good. It's good to have you here. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being a part of us. Without you, we won't be sitting out here
Yeah.
because there'll be nobody watching us. So thank you for being here. Yes, my name again is Akinwale Deborah, and here is
Shayo John Adebayo,
SJA.
SJA. All right, we love you. Bye.
Thank you for joining us. Bye.
Bwana we ni dereva, endesha maisha yangu, chukua na usukani, Bwana tawala.
Bwana we ni mchungaji, ongoza mwana wako, nishikilie mkono, Bwana tawala.
Wewe ni amani ya moyo wangu, chaguo la moyo wangu. Wewe ni
kila kitu changu,
wewe ni amani ya moyo wangu, chaguo la moyo wangu. Wewe ni
kila kitu changu,
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 wewe ni
kila kitu changu. Gusa Baba, gusa yote yanayonihusu.
Tenda Baba, makuu na miujiza.
Jionyeshe Mungu, ukitenda na tena maradufu, pendo lako kamili sio nusu. Bwana Bwana, unafanya mema, ukitenda na tena maradufu, pendo lako kamili sio nusu. Bwana Bwana, unafanya mema.
Wewe ni amani ya moyo wangu, chaguo la moyo wangu. Wewe ni
kila kitu changu,
wewe ni amani ya moyo wangu, chaguo la moyo wangu. Wewe ni
kila kitu changu, wewe ni kila kitu changu, wewe ni kila kitu changu, wewe ni kila kitu changu, wewe ni kila kitu changu.
Maisha yangu, kazi yangu, familia yangu,
Bwana tawala. Ndoto yangu, afya yangu, ndoa yangu, Bwana tawala.
wewe ni amani ya moyo wangu, chaguo la moyo wangu. Wewe ni
kila kitu changu,
wewe ni amani ya moyo wangu, chaguo la moyo wangu. Wewe ni
kila kitu changu, wewe ni kila kitu changu, wewe ni kila kitu